Hello, hello! Welcome to the first episode of Tanner Plays Live for a very, very long time. I haven't checked to see when the last time I did this was, but I think it was probably, let's say, forever ago. This is Star Wars Battlefront 2, the 2017 version, not to be confused with the 2005 game of exactly the same name, because that's not confusing at all. I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into the multiplayer. I'm going to do the Starfighter Assault first because it's more fun. One thing I should get out of the way is that the game might look a little bit odd to folks, particularly in the colors around allies and enemies. I personally am colorblind, and this game has fantastic colorblind modes. So I have those turned on, so if you find it sort of garish or odd looking, the yellows and I guess purple. I'm coming right in to Interceptor. So far my favorite. Don't mind the fact that I'm actually very good at this game at all. I played a little bit yesterday, and a little bit more today, maybe 4 or 5 hours. And definitely, overall, I think I'm enjoying it, but I have some concerns. Reordering it right away. I'll get into that in more detail. We'll get back into that in more detail later. Talk about the potential microtransactions and how the loot crate system works. But for now, let's just blow up some spaceships. So this part of the game, Starfighter Assault, is definitely my favorite. We don't appear to have started at the beginning of the round. This is a bit later stage of the map. That's okay.
If they take down the shield
From the Imperial side of things, this is pretty straightforward. It's just blow up all the things.
Now do it again.
That's about it. The Rebels have a much harder time in this. They have actual objectives. Playing with people who are focusing the objectives, it's actually pretty easy to win as the Rebels. But especially because there's a lot of folks that don't yet know how the game works, or they're just trying stuff out. You know, all the ways that you should be using it. It's hard to get people to rally and do the objectives the way they need to be done for the Rebels to win. So the first day, I played yesterday for a couple of hours. I don't think I saw the Rebel team win a single round. Today, I don't know whether they've done balance or just people are learning, but it's been a lot more fair. Games tend to either be won very, very narrowly or sort of go back and forth. I see a lot fewer sort of blowouts. One team wipes out the other. So I don't know if they did a balance patch to try to help, or if players are just getting a bit better. So another run with the Interceptor. Go ahead and talk about what the Interceptor does. It's not quite as rock, paper, scissors as you might expect with 3 types of ships. The Interceptors, the Fighters, and the Bombers. The Interceptors' jobs are definitely more for taking out the Fighters.
Ships out of commission.
But they're also quite good at taking out really any of the ships. But they're not great at dealing with large objectives. So, that didn't go great. So if you need to be taking out objectives, the Interceptors aren't going to be really what you're looking for, but they are quite good at taking out fighters. They put out a great deal of damage in a burst, but the weapons tend to overheat fairly quickly. Both of my star cards are... And we won through really nothing in fire. I had nothing to do with that.
The rebels will think twice before daring to attack these yards
Go
again.
ahead and jump into another one of these right away. So yeah, the Interceptor is really all about taking out other ships. They do a lot of damage in a very short amount of time, and then their weapons tend to overheat. They're incredibly squishy. They blow up with very little damage, but they are fast enough that they tend to be able to get away quite well. On the other end of the spectrum, there's the bombers, which are big and slow and heavy, and they tend to take... Actually, I will spawn it as a bomber right now. I'm going to be on the rebel side.
Unless I get real lucky, I think I'm going down.
Our forces won't stand a chance with those cruisers in place. Commence attack run.
Or close to it. So, now, as playing as a bomber, my main objective is going to be the Imperial cruise.
A Y-wing squadron has joined us.
So there's not much to do except just attack them. I didn't go over the Interceptor's abilities at all. I'll get back there. I'm sure I'll do other Interceptors. Talk about the bomber.
Good work. Our Y-wings
So you
finished
can
their
see
bombing
that
run.
I've got a fairly long amount of time that I can fire before my weapons overheat. My Q ability, little R2 unit over there, is for repairing damage. It'll repair a small amount of damage. I'm not sure exactly how much, but I want to say somewhere in the 25 to 50%.
Our blockade runners are here.
My F
Keep the
ability
Imperials
is
off them, and they will deal out
torpedoes.
serious damage.
Fires 2 of them.
We'll never get
It is
through one of
a
those
lock-on
Imperial
ability
cruisers
or
still there.
a dumb fire, as you choose. There, just fix myself. So you can lock on with the torpedoes. Find a target to do that. This TIE fighter. Lock on and then fire again.
Bombers need to make it through.
Fix again. Ow. Ah, the target locks.
That's right.
This was very confusing when I started. I didn't succeed anyway. Wasn't sure how to get out of those missile locks. Basically, you just have to fly in the direction that the circle tells you to go in. The squad system here. You get points if you stick around with the people you happen to spawn with.
Glad you let the
And if
people
4
up.
people show up,
One of our
4 people
blockade
die
runners is
all at
taking
once,
damage.
it
Defend
will
it.
immediately spawn the whole group.
This will be
Pretty good,
impossible
cool
if we
way
don't
of
take out those
keeping
cruisers
people on the
first.
battlefield.
We've lost the blockade runner. I don't like our chances if we lose another.
So my E ability, used in a
Keep at it.
moment
Structural failure
on
imminent.
this
Finish them off.
bomber is an ion turret. Essentially, it auto-fires itself at nearby fighters, and if it hits them, it does damage and slows them down. You can see the Interceptor here got
One cruiser
tagged.
down. One to go.
and couldn't get away,
Both blockade runners
so you
are
use
down.
it to protect yourself from fighters when you're being surrounded.
Coming missile. Failing.
At about half health now, it's the yellow bar on the right.
They're advancing.
The cruisers are down.
Pretty much just gonna
Scanning
turn
for
on my
additional
turrets,
defenses.
hope to kill things as best I can, and die. That's the bomber. It's pretty good at taking out single targets. They're very tanky, so they can take quite a bit of damage, but they're very slow. So I'll hop into a fighter here, which is sort of in the middle between interceptors
Let's show them what this
and
rebellion is all about.
bombers. faster than bombers, slower than interceptors, sort of firepower in the middle. They actually can do some decent damage against large targets, but are less maneuverable.
Key reinforcements here.
So they're a good sort of all-around mix.
Keep them safe.
If you need to be both killing fighters and taking out objectives, the fighters are a good fit. But as you can see, they take a lot less of a beating before they explode. I was hoping to show you a hero ship, but they are taken right now, so I'll hold off on that until I get one.
Entering the fight.
So the fighter abilities, and these do vary a little bit from faction to faction. Fighter abilities is for the X-Wing is the R2 unit on speed, same as the bomber. But my E increases my primary weapon damage for duration. And the F is a single proton. So you can see I do a bit less damage to these than I did, or than I would have in the bomber. But I can still put out a fairly significant amount of damage. And for some reason I seem to be being ignored in here for the most part. As I said, it can be somewhat difficult to get people to play the objectives.
Take down those shield generators. Then we can go after the Star Destroyer.
So I try generally to just focus 100% on the objectives as much as I can. Let folks play how they want to play. I want to win. Basically got to stay in this tunnel and blow those up. I find taking out those turrets can be useful. It's a decent amount of battle points, and then they're not shooting you whenever you fly by. They're very easy to forget about, and stick around them long enough to kill you.
Another down.
I'll stop shooting there to let my engines, my weapons recharge before I activated my ability to damage boost them. I've definitely several times had my weapons overheating while I activated the ability to damage boost them, and not actually been able to shoot.
You asked for
As I mentioned before, the torpedoes are target lock or dump fire. So against these, you'll notice that I don't try to get target locks.
another down.
Point at the thing, double click the button, and off it goes. We are definitely not doing particularly well. We're not getting crushed, but we're not doing great right now.
Only one left.
Only having 50, yeah. No, 3 now. Probably lost a cruiser. That didn't happen, and there's definitely no video evidence that it did. Both hero ships are in space right now. That's unfortunate. So you can see, normally if you're the first one here, you have to wait 10 seconds. But if this whole squad fills up, group full deploy, drop out of view. That didn't actually save me very much time. But if you get really wiped hard all at once, it can be really useful to get a 4-man team right back in. And as I said earlier, if you stick with the teammates that you spawn with, you get a bonus points. I'm not exactly sure how the bonus points work. If you're flying near them or if you're near them. Otherwise gain points. Oh, that was cool.
Generators down.
The help of Millennium Falcon here. Try to anyway.
Come on, keep at it.
So every time you finish a phase, you get more of the. Awesome! I can be the black one. It's Pose T70. Sorry, yeah. As you go through each phase, you get more of the sort of respawn tickets. So even though we were under 50 before, you get a bit of a bump when you complete. So the black one is very similar to your standard T68
Take out those defenses and watch its cannons go to
but
work.
its abilities are a little bit different. The BB-8 Astromech is better at fixing damage. Not get hit by that. But yeah, so the BB-8 is better at fixing damage than the R2 unit. The offensive ability is different. That's unfortunate. Didn't really get to show that ship off. The offensive ability is different, and I believe it has 2 proton torpedoes instead of 1. So now that we're on this part of the match, I'm going to switch back to a bomber. I find they're a little bit more effective at slow speed cornering that is useful against couplings. We're definitely not going to win. 56 reinforcements left with no damage on the reactor. It's not great, but I think we'll at least be able to show off that last section. So now that I'm here, I tend to just fly in a tight little circle. That was very loud and weird. I try to just fly in a circle and hit these as much as I can. With only one, it's a little harder. If I can finish this off, there we go.
Hit those clamps to depower.
Now we go under the ship. And
the reactor is wide open. Get it with everything you've got.
poke the reactor as much as we can.
Got him on the run.
Having the Millennium Falcon here should help, hopefully. Should be some decent amount of damage on it.
Shields back up.
Right, so we only got 59, down to 59% before they fix it. That's not like a player thing, it's just done in time. See, I tend to mostly ignore the enemy fighters while flying this.
Wrap this up or we'll have to disengage.
It doesn't matter how many of them we kill, we don't win unless we destroy the reactor. Unfortunately, we will lose as soon as 4 of us die. One, oh, there we go. You lose the moment you're out of reinforcements. You don't get to just continue.
We'll retreat to fight another day.
It's not that you stop respawning, it's if you hit 0 reinforcements, you're done. So I think they have the rank maxed out for the beta. So I hit 10 earlier today and it stops there. So you earn these credits every match. I don't know how many I have right now. We'll check
All
out
forces repel the rebels' assault.
Oh, good, we're back on this side. So I will. Let's just go from left to right. I'll start out in a fighter. And when I die, I'll switch to the next one. I have to say, I'm quite impressed with the optimizations in this game. It's quite beautiful. The graphics are fantastic. I've got my settings on Ultra, playing at 1440, and The graphics are just absolutely stunning. The game is very, very, very pretty. Occasionally, there'll be, I get a bit of a frame drop here and there.
Those cruisers defending the docks are
Right now, I'm getting between 100 and 130 frames per second. And my frame drops are still well up in, over 60. So it's quite well optimized. I'm very impressed. The frame rates, even on ultra graphics levels. So fighter for the Empire, TIE fighter, has killing me. My Q is a boost. It helps get away from missiles and everything else, really. TIE fighters are also incredibly fast. I don't know for sure, but they definitely feel faster. I'll stick with the fighter for now. They feel faster.
Y-wing bombers are getting through.
They have a boost on Q. E is sort of a charged up rapid attack. Go ahead and demonstrate that on Y-wing here. Once I get behind them, too close to him to be able to use it effectively. Kill him instead.
Rebel blockade runners have initiated their attack run. Stop them.
He just uses R2. Saw him pick up a bunch of health again. Ah, so there's a Corvette. Well, you E, it charges up and fires a whole bunch. Use that to focus down Corvettes as much as possible. But the fighters are okay at that, but they're not the best. Go ahead and switch over to the bomber next. Wow, they're doing a number on our cruisers. So the Imperial bomber has its Q is a anti-missile lock. Being shot by regular guns. Never even turned to face him. Let's just get right back in that bomber.
I'm not sure I can keep this thing in the air.
Fall back. Defend the shield generators.
My E theoretically locks onto arbitrary random target in front of it, 3 of them, and fires missiles. And then my F is for but I think I will have to demonstrate that more properly later, because right now, the way the enemy is flying, there is way too much of them. So let's hop back into the interceptor. Awesome. They're going after generators again. Well, the screen says shield projectors, but the voice lines say generators. So I'm not sure what they're supposed to do.
The rebels have destroyed a shield generator.
Enemy to your rear.
Ah, that was an A-wing.
Another shield generator
Back here,
has
the A-wing.
fallen.
Get back here. The ability I just activated is makes it impossible for me to lose my target lock on him.
All rebel blockade
Makes it
runners
faster
are
for me to
destroyed.
fire missiles. And it'll make him take more damage from all sources. So it's quite useful. Lock a particular target and then focus it down. Wow. Rebels are doing
the dock is unshielded.
incredibly well
Intercept
right
their
now.
X-wing. Failure is not an option.
A lot of damage, so I'm gonna try to get out of here and away from whatever shooting missiles at me.
Target neutralized. Those dock clamps power the destroyer's shields. Protect them.
We'll let that lock on. So, while the rebels need to be focusing on taking out the docking plans, we just need to be focusing on killing the rebels. I should probably be focusing more on killing the rebels via the docking
Calamari
plans.
battle cruiser has jumped out of hyperspace. We can't
What it
afford to
is.
engage it directly. Keep up defenses and hold for reinforcements. Rebel reinforcements have arrived. Y-wing bombers. Keep them from reaching the dock.
You can see just how tanky the bombers can be. Great, I'm also not the greatest of shot. That was it. Meanwhile, A-Wings don't take very much at all.
Rebel Y-wings have started a bombing run. Take them out. Now.
Kill him before I
Shields down.
explode.
Defend our destroyer while we repair the system.
Just point me at
So
whatever
they
you
took out the docking clamps, and now they're doing bombing runs. To try to take these guys out as best I can. Alright, they only got it down to 65%. That's not so bad. Both of our hero ships are out right now. Can't show you any of those. Nope. Oh, that hurt.
Lost the fighter.
That hurt. Alright, so ton of battle points that round. That was a good life. Oh, I really want to show you Maul Scimitar. This ship is amazing, but I'm not gonna wait for it. Just go ahead and take Slave 1 instead. I realize that I don't actually remember all
It's
of
not too
Slave
late
1's
to win
abilities.
this.
They popped the couplings down. The one ability that I have here is seismic
Nice
charge.
try. Still here.
Pop out there. Hopefully that'll.
The Star Destroyer's
Help them.
reactor is on the brink of failure. Now is the time. Crush the rebels. Shields online. Defend those power clamps.
Wow, we actually made it through another one. We need to kill 97 of them before they make another run. I'm fairly sure they are going to win. If I can take out this Falcon. Oh, that's gonna be game. We got the Falcon. Their team is far too well organized. That was it. Boom.
Fall back. We have faced a considerable setback this day.
Hey, most kills. I'm actually quite surprised by that. What that tells you is that I spent way too much time not focusing on objectives and too much time chasing down enemies. Moment. I'm going to try to turn on my air conditioner. Hopefully it doesn't make too much loud background noise. But as pretty as this game is, with both my processor and my graphics cards running fairly full tilt, my room is now very hot. Alright, I don't have enough for a crate, so I'm not going to show that off quite yet. Let's go ahead and take a break from the Starfighter Assault for a moment and go ahead and jump into the Galactic Assault. This is the ground game. I don't enjoy it nearly as much as the Starfighter Assault. The space battles are just more fun. I find the ground-based game to be a little bit too much like every other, first-person shooter out there. Which is to say that I'm bad at it.
Got your back.
Not really where my skills lie. I tend to not be able to see the enemy until they've already shot me through the face several times. But that's okay. We'll still just go ahead and give this a play. So I'm the sniper, or the specialist as they call it, but it is a sniper. So that little glowing light was another sniper, and as I said, he shot me through the face.
You and me. We do this together.
I don't know how well this is translating through the YouTube stream. Supposedly it's... I realize that he must have been very visible and obvious, and that my running into him was probably quite embarrassing. Whoops. So the specialist has thermal binoculars that lets you look through walls and see enemies. See allies too. Our objective is to blow up their big giant transport vehicle. I'm thinking specialist just not for me right now.
Got your back.
Let's go the heavy.
Together. Make way. You and me.
A little bit more firepower, a little bit more tanky. This is good. So, heavy has great big gun, shoots great big blaster bolts. However, the science works in this game. As much as a nerd that I am, I'm not super up to date on my Star Wars science. Alright, so I'm being shot by a sniper. That's okay. Alright, so we have objectives on this map,
Withdraw to secondary positions.
which it appears that my team isn't playing, and I wasn't playing, so I can't really judge. So we need to pick up this ion disruptor all the way back here. Use it to shoot their giant transport tank thing. Damn it. Ah, there's this. God damn it. Someone got there right before I did. Oh. Now they can spawn in that MTT, which has an enormous amount of firepower. So I want to not stand in front of it. Yep, someone's in it right now. That's what all those explosions were.
Covering fire, go!
Ah. Not really demonstrating this particularly effectively, unless you want to watch what dying is like. Then you know.
Let's do this. Grenade out!
Alright. Let's try this again more confidently. Hey, I actually killed something. That's right. Even in the ground-based game, I'm gonna play in the starfighter. The aircraft, I don't see any. Now, even though these are vehicles, I don't believe they are strong enough to damage that MTT. I think that requires using
Direct hit to the
ion
MTT.
cannon weapon things. We'll go ahead and try it. Man, this thing is way too fast for me to fly in these tight quarters. Yeah, so that didn't do any damage. So this is for harrowing the ground and taking out other fighters. It's not useful for actually playing it. Fortunately, they haven't spawned any other aircraft, so I'm essentially being up here being useless to my team. And then crashing. Way to go me. Alright, back to the heavy. How this works. Locks and fires. All right.
We're stopping his power.
Nice. That did damage. Where I get another one of those.
Enemy transport taking damage.
Oh, that's Darth Maul. Hi, they have nothing. That was just horrifyingly embarrassing.
You and me.
Alright. Let's try the bomber.
Transport shields cracking.
Now this still isn't going to be effective against the MTT. But I should be able to help my friends. find it. Come on. It is unfortunately much faster than me because it's a fighter and I'm a bomber. That means, but I feel like it's probably gonna kill me.
Pull back to this. Let's go to the palace. We haven't lost yet. All right. We hold back those droids long enough.
Good.
We can get reinforcements. Throne room doors are sealing. Protect the control stations and keep the enemy out.
All right. So now we have to defend each of these rooms. Protect that panel.
Covering fire, go!
Stick with
What,
that.
you trooper?
So we have to defend these door controls until they run out of reinforcements. Kill 46 more of them.
Holding this position.
Whoops, that's not what I meant to push. Go around the corner and shoot with it. Oh, that was a grenade.
Oil. Tankers are riding the east station. Back at it.
Right, they're getting alarmingly close to this east door. Let's see if we can stop that.
Losing control of the east station. Don't have much time.
And by stop that, I mean run in and die. I hear a lightsaber. I'm guessing
Tankers
it's not
plugged
ours.
into the west door controls.
And I think we just lost.
Too many of them. Doors unsealing. Pull back to the throne room.
Oh, there's another stage. I've actually never played till this this stage. It's always ended earlier than this.
Go, I got your back. Nowhere left to run. Hold the throne room or we die. My
Yeah,
time.
the same idea I
Fight
did.
with honor.
Just with better execution.
Let's do this.
Tested. Not sure how this mode works now. So I'm thinking maybe I should just stop stepping out
Let's
into
go.
the open.
Together.
Oh, that's a lot contested.
Support ready.
Block off the stairs. I got somebody with that. Holy crap. Killed 12 more of them.
No! I've got you!
Four more.
Here are your allies, deploy them outside!
Got a grenade sitting on the floor. I'm hoping that we'll go to it. There's overtime. I think we just need to push them off the point, and I think we win. Or I explode. Die.
Nicely done, boys. Nicely done.
All right.
Separatists are falling back and our fleets
Brought that
arriving
one
in
back to
soon.
spring.
I'd call this a victory.
Unsurprisingly, I am nowhere on this screen. 180 credits for it, though. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and drop back. Talk a little bit about the microtransaction, the potential microtransactions, and the loot crate system. So, all in all, I'm actually quite, I'm not quite there yet. I need 100 more points. So all right, let's start off. Take a look at the career. Starfighter. So I need to kill 6 more enemies in a fighter class ship. So let's go do that while I talk about star cards. So star cards are this game's sort of upgrade / customization system. It uses rarities, so more rare star cards give a better bonus. As far as I can tell, each class, each ship, etc. has 3 slots. You can put 3 star cards, and each star card has a certain effect, and the more rare they are, the better the effect is. And one thing I think is very nice about it is there is a mechanism in place to upgrade one star card to another. So if you have a common one, that is the thing that you want, you know, it's the upgrade that you'd like to have, you can upgrade it to a higher rarity to get more, get that higher benefit. It's a very nice way of it's a very nice way of letting you customize, and it doesn't seem to be too game-breaking. Star cards are good, but I definitely don't feel like they are game-breaking. Right? They don't, just because someone has a really good star card doesn't mean that they just win all the time. But they definitely do make a difference, and add a bit of customization if you want. You want to make your fighter shoot harder or shoot more. Right? You do cooldown reduction on your main weapon. Some of them will swap out a secondary ability for something else. You saw as the heavy, I had this remote controlled bomb that I'd throw out, and then I could set it off later. That is actually replacing the heavy's default ability, which is just a regular old grenade. All right, so I've had some bugs joining games in the past. Let's try one more time to join Starfighter Assault. If that doesn't work, I will try to join a strike. and show how that works. I like the strike a little bit more than I like the galactic assault. That's another, ground-based, troop-on-troop battle. Alright, looks like that's probably not going to work. Let's go ahead and launch a strike. If this doesn't work, I'll try restarting my client. That would be unfortunate. I must say I've been quite impressed so far, even though it's a open beta, and with especially with AAA titles lately seeming to subscribe to the launch completely broken and fix it later model of game development. I've been surprised with the limited number of bugs and issues that I've had. Servers seem to be coping quite well, and they're I haven't found a lot of bugs. There's a few, for sure, here and there. But all in all, the level of polish is quite good, especially considering this is an EA title. Oh, alright. Hey, it actually succeeded. Awesome. So, Strike is a sort of one-sided capture the flag. The Empire, which is us right now, let's go ahead and... Actually, you know what? Let's just start as an assault. Do we have any cards? I do not. No, Specialist isn't really great in this. What are my abilities? Shotgun, grenade, scan dart. You know what, let's stick to the heavy, but instead of that grenade charge, let's go ahead and do... Actually, I didn't like that one either. I'm actually just going to unequip that card, which is sort of goes to what I was saying before. The cards are not necessarily... They're not really game-breaking, right? In this case, I'd actually prefer to run without a card at all. Now, if I had one of these boost cards, I would definitely want one. But I don't. So yesterday, while playing, we discovered that if we get this players needed, it tends to be sometimes just not find a game. Oh, I am the only one here. That seems glitchy. So, alright, I'm actually going to go ahead and quit this. Let's go back to the main menu. Let me try to get in Starfighter Assault again. That's better. Crap. I forgot what I need to do. Kill things in a fighter? I think. Whoops. Anywho, if there is somebody watching and paying attention, and it is not the fighter that I'm supposed to fly, let me know.
Take out those ship
Alright,
generators.
so we did not jump into the beginning of the match, which is middle. Let's just go ahead and focus on getting those kills right after. So focus on getting those kills.
A Y-wing squadron disjointed.
That happened.
Moving in.
Good work. Our Y-wings finished their bombing run.
Thanks.
definitely notice that if you get too close,
Take down those shield generators.
it'd be hard
then
to
we
land
can go
shots.
after the Star Destroyer.
Steady, steady.
Yeah, those turrets are worth quite a bit of points. So, taking them out seems to me like a good idea. Go ahead and work the objective right there. Pull off the weapons. Hit him with loop around the end here. I'm gonna kill this turret first.
Good work, everyone.
Generator down.
Said I'm
Continue.
gonna kill this turret. There we go.
We make it home. I'm gonna owe you one.
Along the lines of a lot of modern first-person shooters, if you don't take damage for a certain amount of time, you just get magically fixed. Oh, that hurt. And if you crash into something, you die instantly.
On my signal.
Boom.
Another down. Making headway.
Those bombers need to make it through.
You better
Let's do
bring
another run. I like that I have a missile lock on me.
Not over yet.
Only one left.
Do it. Yeah, right.
Generators down.
Awesome.
Stand by. Scanning for intel.
Let's see if I can pick up some kills in the meantime before the next objective. Oh, that's what I need to finish the challenge.
ship breaking up!
And we have 3 kills. And these are like 15. So I'm going to be a terrible team player, and I'm going to abandon objectives, and I'm going to focus completely on kills.
Our battle cruisers arrived right on time. Take out those defenses and watch its cannons
I
go
was
to work.
really hoping I could. So every once in a while, I forget that the steering control is on the mouse, and that W does not actually pitch me down, but makes me go faster. And in doing so, speed up into the thing that I'm trying to fly away from.
The Y-Wing squadron successfully completed its bombing run.
Kill this guy.
Hit those clamps to depower the
Oh,
destroyer shield.
hi, Slade 1. $25.50. I can fly the Millennium Falcon if it's free, which it's not.
Try to make it through! Keep fighting!
The shields are back online. We need to hit those clamps again.
Get a bit of...
Right. You were around when I said earlier how I sometimes click the damage boost button while my weapons are overheated. You just got to witness that exact thing in action.
Can't hold it!
You shook them off. Next
nice is if you get a weapons lock on somebody, a missile lock for your torpedoes, before they, then you don't fire when they explode. It doesn't go on cooldown. It comes back off cooldown. So
I am a hell of
don't
a
have to
fighter.
worry about acquiring target locks on things.
That's a good kill.
A bomber.
Excellent work.
You got a bomber. If you fire the
Shields
missile, then
offline. Now, focus all fire on the
Nope,
reactor.
nope,
We don't have much
nope.
time.
so I think
Our numbers are starting to get
the way
thin.
you evade missiles
Wrap
is
this up.
by keeping the circle as tiny as possible and flying towards the indicator. It seems to work. And
We've lost too many. We'll retreat to fight another day.
alright. 7 kills, 6 assists. I don't think that was enough to complete the challenge. It was 100 credits earned, though. That is sufficient. That's enough. Go ahead and get back to the menu here. Alright, so, first, let's double check on that objective. It was enough. Alright, so, go ahead and claim my 300 credits right there. Imagine I'm anywhere near any of the rest of these. Actually, kill another 46 people. That's 1,000 credits. That's not bad. I may just finish out the rest of the stream focusing on kills. Be a terrible team player. All right, so, but that is enough to buy a crate. So let's go ahead and go to the crates. I would like a Starfighter crate, because that's the mode that I enjoy the most, but you can get a Trooper crate instead. I should mention, as they so very much highlight here, that these crates are for the beta. You don't carry over anything you get, and that their rarity distribution is for the beta. Excuse me. So, one issue one thing that concerns me about that bit is I haven't found a particularly great drop rate as it is. So I am a little concerned that and of course immediately I'm made to be a liar by getting 2 silvers. Awesome. But yeah, the drop rates have been a little
Everyone gets delusions of grandeur.
meh. So there are emotes like this, the Han Solo one here.
I'm out of it for a little while. Everyone gets delusions of grandeur.
So there's emotes.
Out of it for a little while.
Obviously, if you can buy emotes with real money, I am totally cool with that. I don't personally... I'm not on the microtransaction hate bandwagon. I think microtransactions have their place. I recognize that games have gotten exponentially more expensive to produce while their cost has not gone up all that significantly. So when there's these games that are super expensive, I don't really mind microtransactions in general. However, I do think it is important that the microtransaction and the game itself are kept separate. So if you can buy, crates of emotes, think League of Legends or Overwatch, right? I think that's fine. If you don't have the money, or you don't feel like spending the money, or you just want to play the game, then that's fine. You don't have to, and you're not missing anything except cosmetic items, which frankly you don't get to see your own cosmetic items in a lot of those games. So why does it even matter? But so in other words, I'm totally on board with cosmetic microtransactions. However, let's go ahead and open this one. This star card is advanced torpedoes for a bomber. and it increases the torpedo damage of a bomber. Now, I will absolutely be equipping this, because if I'm flying a bomber, I am flying it for its bombs. So this is an awesome star card for me. This is exactly what I want on my bomber. This affects the game. There's been a lot of talk about assuming you can buy star cards, which the, EA has said that you will be able to do. You'll be able to buy these crates, rather, not the cards directly. EA has said you'll be able to buy these crates with real money. My concern is that if you can buy these crates with real money and they contain these game-impacting star cards, not just the emotes and skins, then whether you call that pay to win, there's up to some debate there, but it's definitely pay to advantage, right? If you can spend a whole bunch of money buying these crates, getting these star cards that increase your abilities. That's definitely going to be an advantage in game. Maybe it's not necessarily enough to make you win. You know, it's not pay to win in that regard, but it's definitely pay to advantage, and I don't really see much of a distinction between those two. Let's go ahead and go back and open the next one.
We can do this.
So there's another, mid-level upgrade for Assault class. Now, I didn't actually have an Assault class upgrade, so that's pretty cool. Let's see what that does. So this will ion grenade automatically detonates near enemy shields and vehicles. All right, that's kind of cool. Neat. So sometimes you open up a crate and you'll get these up here. They are crafting parts, and there's not crafting like, put 12 iron rods together with 4 flint and get an axe, right? They're just another form of currency that you can use to increase a star card. So let's go ahead and go to my collection. We got a new thing for bomber, so let's go to bomber. Now, I haven't unlocked that 3rd slot yet. I need to play more with the bomber. Though I have noticed that I don't know that I'm actually increasing my stats with these vehicles. I'll play another couple of rounds. I will focus on playing the bomber, and let's see if I can increase this. I think, though I'm not certain, I think the levels of these ships might have been capped along with my level, so I might not be able to progress any further in the beta, but that's okay. Anyway, bomber. I have 2 star card slots. Currently, I am fielding a defensive upgrade, which gives me plus 60% health recovered when I use my defensive ability. Now, it's interesting to note that the TIE bomber's defensive ability does not recover health. So that particular boost card is only useful when flying in Y-Wing. So this new one, missile damage multiplier, this will give me an extra 10% on my torpedoes. Now, 10% doesn't sound like a whole lot, but you saw earlier how much damage those torpedoes can do. So that 10% over the course of the match is going to add up quite a bit, and this is only a silver tier, right? This is the 2nd out of 4. So star cards definitely are going to have an impact in the game. Now, as I said, you can upgrade these star cards. So as you get crates, as you get more of the upgrade currency, you can see you can upgrade the cards you have. So if I'm like, I really like flying bombers, I really want to increase my missile damage, I already have this card, I can upgrade that to the next level using 120 of these upgrade currency. So over the course of the first 5, maybe 6 hours of play, I acquired about 150 of that currency. So I was able to do one of these upgrades already. I think it might have been this one? I don't remember. But I was able to do one of these already. So I imagine obviously that's all going to be scaled differently in the release, but I imagine you'll be able to upgrade your star cards fairly reasonably, assuming you kind of specialize in one thing. You know, if you're constantly trying to upgrade cards willy-nilly, you probably are going to be, you know, jack of all trades, master of none, whatnot. But overall, I really like the star card system. I like that you can upgrade cards you have. You're not just beholden to RNGesus to try to get new cards, right? I like flying bombers. I like flying, using the torpedoes for objectives. This torpedo damage multiplier is fantastic. I really want a higher level version of this card. Not needing to rely on random numbers to get the next higher level is awesome. You know, the ability to potentially just upgrade is great. And if you get duplicates, they're supposedly automatically translated into that upgrade currency. So very, very similar to Overwatch's duplicate system in that regards, or if you get something you already have, you get some money back for it, or you get some of that currency. But this also has the upgrade system, which I like quite a bit. But as I said right at the beginning of this video, about an hour ago, I'm not going to be pre-ordering this game. I'm going to be waiting. I want to see what EA has to say about the microtransactions. I want to know what crates can you actually buy with real money. If it's only cosmetics, then I may well pick up this game. I think it's fun. I'm enjoying it. I may well pick it up. But if it is that pay for advantage, then really on principle alone, I feel like I sort of have to skip it. So, all right, let's go ahead and leave on defensive upgrade. Now, advanced capacitors is what's equipped right now. This increases my weapon system ability. Active duration 7. Now, I don't know if either of their weapon systems... again, actually, this is very useful on the Y-Wing. I don't know that it works on the B-Wing. In any case, I will definitely take the better torpedoes. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the main menu. I'm going to jump into another multiplayer Starfighter Assault map. But before I do that, I am going to go ahead and take a 2-minute break to go restock on necessities like water and adult beverages, and I will be back shortly. Alright, we are back. I apologize for that delay. If you're watching this in the video on demand, and I haven't edited that out yet, then I apologize even more. Because that is a thing I can do, and if I didn't, it means I am just appallingly lazy.
All forces repel the rebels'
All right.
assault.
So we can be anything that we want. I am going to go ahead and try the TIE Bomber again, even though I'm fairly sure. Defensive upgrade improves. Okay, so the defensive ability. I don't know what I was reading last time. Ignore what I said before. The defensive upgrade is definitely useful on the TIE Bomber. That's 18 seconds where I cannot be target locked. That's fantastic. The improved weapon systems increases the damage multiplier of the weapon, not the duration. And okay, so that's what happened. So the boost cards were displaying the stat improvement for the Y-Wings, not for the TIE Bombers. So on the Y-Wing, this boost card gives more health regen. On the B-Wing, that's B-Wing. Man, I wish there was B-Wings in this game. Anyway, for the TIE Bomber, it gives a higher duration on its missile avoidance. For improved weapon systems, in the Y-Wing, it was more duration on its ion cannon turret. For the TIE Bomber, it is a more damage on the missiles. Oh, let me get back. Go ahead and launch.
Those cruisers did.
I think about it. I think I will actually change those cards out next time I die. I think the offensive card for the bomber is better. Fire off the one of them missiles. There's a Y-Wing. Let's see if we can get it. Bomber versus bomber. There we go. Kill assist. Alright. Bombers are slow and not maneuverable, but they pack a decent punch.
You're clear. They're gone.
Go ahead and take out these Y-Wings over here. Now, I don't know, now think about it, I don't know if these Y-Wings are human piloted or if they're AI. Let's go ahead and kill some of them and see what happens. Okay, that definitely was not a person. So there are Y-Wings piloted by people, and there are Y-Wings that are scripted bombing runs.
Rebel blockade runners have initiated their attack
Wing.
run. Stop
Go
them.
ahead. You out. No. 905 battle points that life. That wasn't bad. Stick with the bomber for a little while. Right to a full squad. Nice. Okay. That was weird. No, forgot to switch out the start.
We must not allow them to deceive us.
Let's go ahead and focus on their corvettes. And I rear-ended it very slowly and exploded. Alright, equip cards. Instead of having better anti-missiles, let's go ahead and take improved missiles. So I won't be able to ignore... won't be able to ignore enemy missile locks for as long, but I will be able to do a little bit more damage with my missile volume. I've never seen this game end that early.
The rebels will think twice before daring to attack these yards again.
Wow. Well, that guy did just all the work. 2 kills. Yeah, only 45 credits earned. That was way too short. Oh. Obviously, I can't play as the assault trooper in this mode. Defeat 20 as reinforcement. I don't know if that happens in this.
There's a Star Destroyer docked for repairs at the shipyard. Vulnerable, far from defenseless.
Let's go ahead and stick with the bomber. But more duration on the ion cannon turret, or more health. I'm gonna go with the more health recovery, but I'm gonna stick with the advanced torpedoes. So my ion cannon turret's not gonna be quite as good as it was before, but I'll do more damage with those torpedoes, and I think that's important because 10% missile damage multiplier on the twin torpedoes is going to do quite a lot of damage, I suspect. People have the same idea. Well, why wait?
Our forces won't stand a chance with those
Go ahead
cruisers
and
in
knock
place.
out this
Commence attack run.
turret immediately.
Imperial target destroyed.
There we go. So that's 300 just for destroying those two.
The Alliance proud.
You might wonder why I am killing these
Y-wing
turrets
squadron has
instead
joined
of
us.
focusing on
Cover
the
them.
objectives
Form a bombing run.
or focusing on killing enemies or something. And that's fair. So I mentioned earlier that now I'm in. I do it for a couple of reasons. One, they're worth a significant number of battle points if you take them out. And two, I find that as the game goes on, I take more and more damage from those things as I fly around and fight stuff, and totally ignore the fact that the turrets are there, and they do quite a bit of damage. So taking them out early means that they're not damaging myself or my allies, and they're worth quite a bit of points. So it's a good way to get a DC jump on
Keep the Imperials up, and they will deal out
on
serious
getting
damage.
hero ships. So that one, I mean, right there, that was 300 points for killing that. But 310 points just for killing that one turret.
On my mark. Go!
We'll never get through while those Imperial cruisers are still there.
Oh, there is one more of these things. See it. Oh, there it is. Fire the proton torpedoes. Another 310 points right there.
Keep at it. Structural failure imminent. Finish them off. One cruiser down. One to go.
Target destroyed.
Focus some damage on the cruiser, though.
Losing power.
cruisers are down. Scanning
That
for
nice
additional
60%
defenses.
heal from R2.
One of our blockade runners is taking damage. Defend
Nice.
it.
It's not going to be R2D2, obviously, because why would some
Lost the
random
blockade
Y-wing
runner.
have it? But, you know,
I
some
don't like our
R2
chances to
unit.
lose another.
Cause
We're
mixed
reading heavy
emotions
shielding
when
around the dock. You'll have to
enemy
take down those
explodes on.
generators.
Oh, almost did it myself. I lost that guy. That's really bright. That's very pretty, but very bright.
Saw Howard getting out of that. I owe you. Getting too hot for us.
Oh, 3,400. I am just 100 shy of the black one. And the Millennium Falcon's in play. So I'll stick with the bomber.
Moving in.
Good work. Our Y-Wings finished their bombing run.
One thing I will say, playing this particular mode of this game really makes me wish I could play more of the X-Wing Miniatures game. I enjoy that game thoroughly, and I don't get to play it nearly as much as I
Take down those shield generators. Then we can go after the Star Destroyer.
The enemy's got you in their sights.
Yeah, enemy could stop it.
Systems failing.
Go ahead and turn around without going outside. That always seems to be an effective strategy. Over that one. Ah, it didn't hit Q. Almost got it. Alright, so I can spawn the black one. We'll go ahead and do that. I didn't get to properly demonstrate the black one earlier, so let's see if I can do better this time. So the black one has
Locked and loaded.
BB-8, which does significantly better healing than a regular R2 unit.
The shields
He
around the
is
dock are still in place.
the dual ion
Destroy
torpedo,
those
proton
generators.
torpedoes, so same torpedoes
Generator
as
down. Continue.
Y-Wing, but its E
Proud to fly with you.
tags all enemies nearby and makes them take more damage from all sources. So it's essentially an area damage buff against all
I can't move them.
enemies
Little
in the air. Sweet missile and me, buddy.
Another down. Making headway.
Interceptor. Interceptor trying to kill me. Where'd he go? There he is.
Love it. I know. We're hit, pal.
BB-8 helped me out quite a bit there while I dogfight Mr. Boba. Boba the Fett. Oh god. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Bandit on my tail.
And that's a dead poe. Now you may have noticed that this our reinforcement counter at the top has dropped down significantly. Most likely that means that the Empire killed
Only
one of
one
our
left.
cruisers. See if we can move us on to the next phase here.
No coming back.
You're taking fire.
mind that this is always the last
down.
generator
Stand
standing.
by. Scanning for intel.
Oh, there's the Millennium Falcon. That's cool. Take out this interceptor. I will say, the collision detection around fixed objects seems a little bit fuzzy. Actually, you know, it seems a little bit fuzzy. There's definitely a bunch of times when I've died, and I clearly no part of my ship had touched any part of the solid object, but I died. That seems to happen fairly frequently.
Our battle cruisers arrive
Part of that
right
is
on
just,
time.
you know, practice
Take out
and
those
not
defenses
flying
once
so
it's
close
cannons
to
for work.
objects. But definitely
Our
that
Y-wings have initiated their bunkers.
those collision
We need
meshes
to
are
avoid
not
interference.
quite as good as I would like.
Fancy flying there.
There we go. So we popped off that one. Now we
The
go
reactor
under
is
here.
wide open. Hit it with everything you've got before the shields are back online.
Your ship can't take much more of that.
The ion cannon turret needs some work. So back to what I was saying about the star cards being potential significant
Shields back up.
boost.
Concentrate fire on the
In
power
that run,
plants.
I got 2 full torpedo attacks off on that reactor
I'm gonna owe you.
at plus 10% damage.
Y-wing squadron successfully completed its
That
bunker.
adds quite a bit, and the higher level, the highest visible level star card does 40%. So you can see how that damage would really add up quite a bit. I'm gonna go ahead and stick it out with the bomber. I do want to show you the interceptor. I realize that I have not yet flown an A-wing at all in this, so I do want to show you the A-wing. But there is we are already attacking the reactor again.
Severe damage.
I'm hoping I can get down there, get some shots on it.
The
He
Star
goes
Destroyer's
away.
reactor is critical. It won't take much more.
Alright, that was pretty good. If we disable those couplings again, we are definitely going to win. We need to make sure they are not taking out that cruiser. If we lose that cruiser, we're going to lose way too many of these points. Oh, yep. See right there, I don't think I actually touched that leg, but I exploded anyway. 2,500. If I'm lucky, and I am not. I think if I was lucky, I could get the Millennium Falcon. Alright, there's a victory for
We've done it.
Rebels.
We've loosened the Empire's grip on this entire system.
Alright. Back is the Empire. I'm thinking... I don't know. Let's go for the bomber again. corpse and missile damage.
Their destructive aims are clear. The rebels intend to disable the cruisers guarding the docks. A Y-wing squadrons appear. Do not allow them to complete their bomb plot. Y-wing bombers are getting through. They must be stopped.
Was that Sunter Fell? Yes! I don't know why Sunter Fell is flying a rebel ship, but
Put it up.
that's what it is. Yeah, I got to kill him before I knew the mission, so I didn't fire it, and got to keep it.
Rebel blockade runners have initiated their attack run. Stop them.
Yeah.
The first step in their plan will be to destroy our cruisers.
Tell them I
Solid. Alright, let's go ahead and do an attack run. $1,500. That's half a scimitar. I really want to show you the scimitar, so let's see if we can get the other. Alright, not quite half. Let's see if I can get the other 2,000 points. Pop in a scimitar and demo that. Wonderful. That'll do it nicely. Whoa! Wasn't really paying attention to that. We got 1,000 more. Not gonna spawn Slave 1. I am gonna switch to an interceptor and see if I can get enough kills to get us that last 1,000 points.
That rebel blockade runner is in critical condition.
How are you not dead?
Intercept.
Alright. Not so great with the interceptor. Where'd my mouse go? There we go. Let's try this again.
Rebel reinforcements have arrived. Y-wing bombers. Keep them from reaching the dock.
I can damage that Corvette, but I'm not going to do it on. Kill that instead.
Rebel Y-wings are on the
My
dock.
X-Wing.
Eliminate them.
This vessel is in need of repair.
Killed another interceptor. Another 600 points.
Reinforcements have arrived. One left. Yeah.
by squishy ships and die, and it's the only thing that's lost is some time in the fight. The rebels want to be flying a lot tankier ships, or at least surviving in squishier ones. Of course, the tickets are very important. There you go, 400 battle points. I think that was enough. I'm not 100% certain. 500 battle points. Give it one more. Get one more kill. Get 600 battle points. And we'll see if I have it already. I don't think it's out right now. Anyway. Alright, that's enough. And I can get the scimitar. Excellent. I'm actually close to the top of the scoreboard. Oh, that's nice. So scimitar. Cloaks.
Ship's out of commission.
Quite neat. Decloak, which I already did. I can do bonus damage on firing my weapons on decloak. It has a very similar. No! Damn it! I didn't realize how close we were to
Rebels will
winning.
think twice before daring to attack these yards again.
Well, shit. I guess I need to work a lot harder to be able to properly demo that ship. Oh god. Harambe the Wise got 18 kills. Forced meme. You know what? Let's not quit. Let's go ahead and just jump right into another one. Figure I'll do this for another 15, 17 minutes.
Star Destroyer docked for repairs at the ship.
2 hours seems like a pretty reasonable
far from defenseless.
stream length. Go ahead and take the A-Wing. Haven't flown it yet this little session. Alright, so I'm flying with advanced capacitors, which gives me 20% longer to overheat. Cooling systems. 20% cooldown reduction, so my weapons come back faster. And improved weapon systems. This does my weapon system ability is 13% longer. I could switch that out for missile damage or afterburner recharge. We'll leave this for now. I don't remember what my ability actually is. It is target lock duration. So actually, improved weapon systems will be missile damage instead. So, really, rebels should be flying X-wings and Y-wings for this.
Destroying those
focusing on a ship
is the first step.
Taking a wing is not really helping the team nearly as much. But I will still take out that turret. Wow. How is he now Cinderfell's in a TIE fighter? He should be a TIE interceptor, but you know, that's fine. Interceptor? I might be wrong about that.
Enemy spotted.
Good work. Our Y-Wings finished their bombing run.
Pop. Aha!
We'll never get through while those Imperial cruisers are still there.
Picked up a tail.
And trip. There's another turret. Man, you just die immediately if you start taking fire. It's alright.
Looks like they started without us.
That's not where that was supposed to go.
Please guard those bombers.
Alright. Got that cruiser.
One cruiser down. One to go.
Pop that.
Keep at it.
What is my
Structural
lock target?
failure imminent. Finish them off.
I may have been wrong when I said that interceptors don't do a lot of damage against objective targets.
Cruisers are down. Scanning for additional defenses. One of our blockade runners is taking damage. Defend it. We've lost the blockade runner. I don't like our chances if we lose another.
I know there's turrets down here, so let's take them out.
That dock is heavily shielded.
Yeah, we tried. 1,500, that's not quite enough to get us to the Millennium Falcon. Let's get another 300.
Looks like they started without us.
A Y-Wing squadron has joined us. Cover them so they can form a bombing run.
So I activated my ability and accidentally locked on to a turret.
Have my gratitude.
The Y-Wing squadron successfully completed its bombing run.
They'll have a hard time bouncing back from that.
Sufficient.
Generator down. Continue.
Enemy down.
Bomber. Alright. Guild Sinter fell. We've got 3,500 points. I'm going to save it because I haven't shown you the Millennium Falcon yet, and I'd like to do that. So let's go ahead and hope the Millennium Falcon loses. On.
Eyes on the prize.
Falcon. Him.
Another down. Making headway.
I've given all I had to give. Well done.
Only one left.
Oh, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and die and see if we can get there. Yes, I just suicided myself. Ah, damn it. Millennium Falcon is now being piloted by... Well, that's confusing. According to this, nobody. Oh. Unixiation is flying it now. Pop back into the interceptor.
Generators down. Stand by. Scanning for intel.
I'd really love to show you what the Millennium Falcon is like to fly. This is the Millennium Falcon. That was umpire. That was dumb. that.
Unfortunately, the Star Destroyer shields remain up, but the Duck...
Gaben, please nerf is in a hero ship. Alright. I'm gonna be naughty. Oh, I got it. Never mind. I was gonna say I was gonna wait. Get it.
Let's take him out.
Here we go. Millennium Falcon. Alright, so. This beautiful piece of hardware has a couple of things. Has
Get us, Chewie?
torpedoes.
Blast.
Shields offline.
It also has
Focus all fire on the reactor.
damage,
Don't have
a
much
weapon
time.
damage boost, and an enormous amount of damage. Actually, don't ignore that missile.
Don't worry about it.
Shields back up.
Ship
Concentrate
has
fire
an
on the power
absolutely
plants.
ridiculous amount of hit points. A very high damage.
Come on, baby.
Tank.
Hold together.
Well done. Our Y-wing bombers made it through.
Downside, of course, is it's huge and slow. Basically a Y-wing on steroids.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
The reactor is wide open. Get it with everything you've got before the shields are back online.
A lot of
Star
damage.
Destroyer's reactor is critical. It won't take much more.
I'll make another attack run anyway. Turn around, and that's it. That is victory.
We've done it. We've loosened the Empire's grip on this entire system.
Gaben, please nerf is MVP. Why would I expect anything else? Alright, go back to the main menu. I got stuff for them that I don't care about. Alright. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it there. Thank you very much for watching. This has been the Battlefront 2 open beta. I may do this again tomorrow. I haven't quite decided. Let me know in the comments if there's anything specific in this game you'd like to see, or if there are other games that you'd like to see me play. It's been a long time since I've done streaming, and I'm not saying that I'm going to get back into it in any significant way, but it is definitely something I enjoy and wish to do more often. So until next time, thank you as always, and have a wonderful afternoon. Or evening, you know, whatever time of day it is.